Hi, folks. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media. All of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California, as usual. That guy out there is
Dave Dinius in Newport News, Virginia.
now. Dave and I have the distinct pleasure of, I call it a pleasure of dissecting and taking apart a tequila that we have seen in Southern California, but I'm not sure if it's available elsewhere. I know that probably not in Newport News, because the way Dave got this, he had to go to Reno to schlep this stuff back and ship it to himself or something. So anyway, Reno's where he used to live. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Cantaros de Miel. And as we mentioned before, take a look at the label. If you have not learned to read the label, first off, it says Joven. Okay, that's not to be confused with any mezcal. This is not a mezcal. This is a tequila. All right. It's a 1 liter. But what's missing on the label, Dave? Tell the people who are watching us for the first time.
100%.
It does not say made with 100% de agave, 100% de blue agave, 100% puro de agave. That's what needs to be on the label to say that it's 100%
is made with blue agave.
Made with. Now, that still makes it a tequila, but it also makes it a mixto. And the fact that it came in a liter bottle is your dead giveaway. Okay. We don't know what the price point is. We couldn't find any pricing anywhere.
Nothing.
I know that it's available in Southern California because the distributor importer who made us aware of these products is in Southern California. But we're just gonna look at it. It's a screw top. We're gonna pop it open. We're gonna taste it. Then we'll give you all the ins and outs. I have had to go dig into my Riedels, which we haven't seen in a long time.
I got
it's the unofficial. Dave's just going to pour it in a cantarito and call it good. No, he's not. No, he's not. But that's what a cantarito is. Okay, a cantarito is actually a cocktail. And wow, I got bubbles.
I got bubbles too. We saw that in the Blancos.
Their Blanco was actually stellar. Very well done. Very, very reminiscent for me of the Tequileño Mixto, which has been a stalwart tequila for years. Okay, since the distillery opened, they were making the distillery opened in 1959. So I would say since the 60s, they've been making that Mixto the same way. And it's good. It's good for cocktails. It stands up to it's primarily used in a batanga, which is Coca-Cola, tequila, a lime wedge and juice, and you stir it with a knife. That's the batanga. But the originator of the batanga, who's passed away since, I want to say he's Don Sergio, he insisted on using a mixto because it was the only mixto that would stand up to the Mexican Coke, which is sweeter. Okay, so that being said, the Blanco we had was actually really good.
It was pretty good
all day long. Now, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but I'm using a Riedel. It's a pale straw color. This is considered a Joven. So
I'm actually getting some legs on this one.
Yeah, some thick legs.
I didn't see that on the Blanco. I just saw the sheeting.
I'm getting legs. I'm getting thick legs on this one.
Yeah, big fat legs.
Yeah, not a bad thing, folks.
Oh, there's some tears, a couple tears in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, real light color, nice and shiny and bright.
Yeah, really. The Blanco was very bright too. I mean, we'll tell you more about the distillery as we go through this, but I was impressed with the look. Visually, it's appealing. It really is.
I don't know if the Joven looks quite as thick and full-bodied as the Blanco did.
Well, I don't know. You're getting what you're seeing in the Glencairn. I'm getting on the reel. I see thicker legs, and here's the funny thing: I used my my Tequila Stossel jarrito for the
Mhm.
Blanco, and I got less clingy legs and tears than you did. So what I'm saying is I'm getting the opposite of what you're seeing right now. I'm getting thick legs and tears, and not a bad thing. It's visually appealing. The color's not bad either.
Yeah, color.
It's like a lightly rested reposado, but it's a joven, and we'll explain what that means shortly.
We don't know exactly how the Joven is either. 'Cause I
Okay,
know
I'm
they can
still
do, you can do Jovens different ways, right?
yeah, yeah.
We
I
don't know.
mean, uh, if the base juice is that blanco, that means this is a joven avocado.
Wow.
So it's it's a mixto blended, probably with some caramel coloring. I'm not sure about that yet. We haven't dived into it. We haven't dove into it yet. But
Picking up a little oaks.
it's got a deeper nose than the Blanco.
I'm getting a little oak in that nose.
I'm getting the same characteristics I got in the Blanco, that burnt caramelized sugar,
Yeah.
kind of yeasty, a little bit yeasty at the top, and then more of the burnt caramelized sugar. I almost got a little citrus on the side of the glass. It's been a while since I've used a Riedel, but I remember I've had to actually go to the sides of the Riedel to get something else that's underlying. It's not a very dense nose.
Mm-mm.
So
But I am picking up oak in that.
okay.
Some sort of barrel type.
And again, it could be infused with additives. That's
It
allowed
could
by the
be-
CRT. It's
Could
okay.
be a mix of anejo and a blanco.
Maybe, but
Not
see,
likely.
those Jovens are not, those Jovens are primarily made of 100% tequila.
Sure.
That's a different Joven. That's like a Casa Noble Joven. Last year we had Trece Colonias, which
Okay.
makes a Joven that's blended that way, and it, and that was a superb Joven. I have not had a good Joven since Casa Noble. But because I think this starts as a mixto, I think this is called a Joven avocado. But we'll get into that.
And
It's
no,
not bad.
it's not made with avocados.
Yeah, no. Avocado means it's got additives in it, whether it's caramelized, caramel coloring, something added to the nose.
Yeah.
They throw a bag of caramel in the barrel and call that or in a tank where you're and calling it that an avocado. They're changing the color. It's not bad.
They changed the nose too.
Yeah, it does change the nose a little bit.
Okay, I can still get some of that from the Blanco.
Yeah, I do too.
It's not bad nose.
No, it's not off-putting at all. It's not bitter. It's not sour. It's not any of that.
And
it's not super sweet either, right? Like some of the 100% that smell like cotton candy. We're not getting any of that, right?
Or orange.
Or orange, right? Let's dive in. Let's see what we taste. Let's see what the taste goes.
I got the peppery heat like the Blanco did,
right
in the back. It's not bad.
No, it's like the edges have been rounded off.
It's almost like they're trying to do a reposado with it almost.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of the wood notes. I still picking up a little wood.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't often see a mixto joven that imitates a reposado like this one does.
Yeah.
There's some quality in this mixto. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, right? Quality and mixto are two words that don't belong together, but yeah, they do. When you have a quality mixto instead of one that just, like a Jose Cuervo where they just phone it in, it's 5149, and you just know that, or a Sauza. Yeah, see, the label shows you what they go through. Stone oven, copper pot still.
Yep.
And they grow. And what I know about the distillery, and Dave and I have had lots of tequilas coming out of this distillery. They grow their own agave. They have some very reputable brands that we've had. La Tarea is one of my favorites. Really solid everyday tequila. Don Anselmo, awesome tequila. There's another one that's coming out of there. We're hopefully we'll be getting in 2022. This is a solid mixto. I don't have a problem with it.
I don't either.
Now they sent us.
Hopefully I don't have it in the morning either.
Well, you said you could put the Blanco in your cup in your coffee, right?
Yeah.
It'd be great for Mexican coffee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do on the weekends.
Now, the one thing they did send us a spec sheet. This is known in the trade as a spec sheet. Okay, not to be confused with a brochure or a sell sheet, because this is what they send to people who want to order it, or yeah. So the specs of how many pallets, how many bottles per pallet, how many boxes in a pallet, that kind of thing, in case you want to order it. That's called a spec sheet. Okay, a brochure is something that a consumer gets sometimes, or we get. A sell sheet is something that a salesman gets at a meeting that gives you all the highlights, and so you can go to your client and go, "Hey, it's a winner at San Francisco or Tequila Aficionado, and it's made this way, this way, this way, and and you have to get it in your bar or your restaurant or your liquor store." Okay, that's a sell sheet. Collectively, all that stuff is known as point of sale, POS, and that's what we have, POS. I mean, all of it, it's just POS. But this is a spec sheet. So it's not telling us how it's made exactly, but it will tell you the brand, La Tarea. So that's what they're starting with. Category, okay, this is a type that's called Joven. Okay, long amber golden traces. Flavor, white oak, toasted almonds, and a light touch of chocolate and vanilla. However, the label does say made with blue agave.
Yes.
So basically, it starts off with La Tarea, which is a 100%, and then they cut it as you would with a mixto.
Right.
Well, mixtos are the sugars added during the fermentation process. I'm not sure that that's what they're doing here, but they're still calling it a mixto. Okay, so
they're saying it's not 100%.
Yeah, it's not 100%. So it's not like they're blending anything. I would say, what do you think, Dave? Do you think that they're actually aging it in a barrel and throwing the caramelization in there, or it's in a tank? They're throwing caramel in it, and caramel and some wood notes. Some wooden staves, for instance. You can do that.
I'm actually getting like what we pick up in some of the oak, like more of the French oak type stuff, where you get a little of the dryness on the tongue.
Okay.
Maybe they're doing it with staves. I don't know.
Okay.
Throwing some staves in there.
Yeah. The spec sheet does not tell us that they're using one of their aged spirits and blending it with their Blanco. Okay, because it's not that. Because you get Jovens with a 100%, then you know that they're blending the Blanco with a little bit of the Añejo or the extra Añejo, and that turns into a Joven. Okay. This to me is a Joven avocado, which means it's got additives. And generally speaking, that's what a Jose Cuervo Gold is. It's Joven is a gold. All right.
This is way better
They're
than
way better.
Jose Cuervo.
Oh yeah. The quality, and I think it's because they're actually using more agave. I think their mixto is starting as a 70-30. I'd have to go there, or even 60-40. Okay. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't have any information. We don't even have a price point for it.
Nope.
But if
We
you're
do
watching this
know
in Southern California and you see
1424
this,
gnome.
what's that?
1424 is the gnome.
Yes. And La Tarea comes out of there, Don Anselmo. Dave and I have had several tequilas coming out of that distillery. And so we're pretty well versed on the type of quality. Even La Tarea comes in at a liter bottle. Drink it all day long. Okay. Yeah. That's 100% agave tequila. So this, I think you pegged it too. I think when we talked about the Blanco, the Blanco would stand up for a cocktail. And I think this one
would too. Yeah. This would too. Definitely now, in my car. I'm going to try it this weekend.
Well, let me ask you this: would you put it like would you make like a ranch water, like a splash of soda, and just
with the Blanco? Yeah.
Maybe not with this one though, right?
Maybe not this one.
Paloma.
Paloma.
Cantarito.
Something ginger ale and orange.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think you can hold up in that, and like I said, my Mexican coffee.
Yeah.
Little chocolate, little cinnamon, little coffee.
And both of these, the Joven and the Blanco. Oh, wow. Even when it opens up, there's something else there. You're right. I finally got some wood notes.
You got some wood notes.
Wow. Who knew that a mixto had this much complexity? This is complex, folks.
It is.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm convinced. Brand of Promise nominee in that mixto category.
In the mixto category.
In that mixto category. It's Cantaros de Miel. Okay. If you've seen it, folks, and you're buying it, tell us what you're doing with it. Give us a recipe. Put it down in the comments if you're watching us on YouTube or maybe even Instagram.
Give us the price points.
Yeah. What are you paying for it? Because
I can't find it.
I can't. Yeah. And I would hesitate to say that it's going to be anywhere over $24. Probably not. Although with the quality of this mixto, it wouldn't be bad. $24. Not that's still in the sweet spot. But chances are it may be less than that, maybe 20, 22, 23. But if you wherever you're seeing it in Southern California or California in general, tell us in the comments. Leave us a comment there. Give us a like.
Thumbs up.
Don't forget to subscribe too, because hey, this is educational. Give us a like because it helps with the algorithm. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.